Hello. Greetings. Yes, hello. Uh, we are trying out a new system today where Skyheart is on break. In case you don't know, um, we decided to take a little break while Oshio is away for a little bit, and we decided that we wanted to try. Actually, I decided and I pushed my players into it. Wanted to try the new Daggerheart system. So I want to see what's it all about because I want to try using it. And these are my guinea pigs. Starting from left, we have Raining Blades playing Alyssa.
Hi, everyone.
And then we have the other guinea pig. We have Scottzilla playing Talamir.
Hello.
You did not.
I told you it was going to be
did.
the name of my next character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
I told you.
finally, we have Savian playing Alan Gunther.
What? I'm playing a male character? What?
Whoa,
What? No
yeah.
booba?
Actually, it was my exact reaction when I opened up Foundry.
When you
Well,
said
I mean,
Alyssa Raining
with,
Blades, I was like, what?
With my strength score at max, I probably got some good pecs under there, so it's close enough.
Oh, you have
Okay,
man
there we go.
booba.
That makes sense.
The
Mooba.
strong man, the mooba. Yes.
The
But yeah,
better
so-
for blocking swords with.
Ooh, yes. You can. Alan doesn't block with a shield. Alan just stands there, chest out, ready for anything.
Oh.
But yes, amazing pecs. But yes, welcome everyone.
Prolo.
Welcome everyone. A warning: this is our first time playing Daggerheart. We are D&D players. All of us have been playing for a while now, but we've never played Daggerheart, so we're gonna mess up some rules. We're gonna mess up some stuff. We're gonna be awkward with a lot of system related stuff, but it's gonna be fun. We're trying this shit out. But yes, so are you all ready to dive into the dive into the Shroudlands?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
Yahoo! Yes. So, welcome to the Shroudlands. This campaign setting is set after the gods have been imprisoned. Unfortunately, due to the scheming of a group of mortals turned deities, the gods, the original gods, the creator gods, have been imprisoned. The sun was stolen and locked away, shrouding the land in darkness. Many died when the shroud fell, and then the Blightborn came about, twisted, mangled creatures born from pure darkness and rage and blood that attacked everything in their path. The only thing keeping the shadows away are different combinations of barriers that civilizations started to develop. In the last 30 years since the Shroud fell, multiple cities, towns, and even little villages have taken holy relics or magical arcane developments and created their own protection against the Shroud, keeping their inhabitants alive. But that made communication between villages and settlements quite difficult. The world has changed a lot. A lot of people, especially the short-lived humans, have not seen the world before the Shroud, and others still remember what it once was. But we're not talking about an epic adventure here. We're talking about a group of individuals who make their living traveling from settlement to settlement, braving the wilds of the Shroud, and, well, surviving. The night is quiet. The shroud presses against the warding barrier, a wall of shifting black mist that claws and writhes with a hunger you can almost feel in your chest. Beyond it, shapes of monsters twisted and loom, shadows with too many limbs, jaws unhinged, eyes like dim stars in the void. For years, Brackenford has held them back. For years, the wardstone has glown in defiance. But tonight, the glow falters. A shudder runs through the barrier as a towering silhouette emerges, a night titan, massive, grotesque, its body all sharp bone and shadowy flesh. The worm flares, cracks, and sputters. And in that moment of weakness, small shapes surge forward, bursting through the breach, gore beasts, the lesser of the Blightborn, but still deadlier than any beast. They snarl their masked faces. Snarling their masked faces, charge forward, and they spill into the streets of Brackenford. All three of you have been here for only a few days each. Some of you looking for work, some of you just looking for supplies, some of you just looking for a bed to sleep in for once. But then you all hear bells ringing, shouts rising. The firelight floods the square. The people of Brackenford take up pitchforks and swords, bows and prayers. This is a fight for survival. The barrier is faltering. The shroud is here. And the fight begins now. You all charge towards the edge of the settlement. You hear people screaming. Not all of the individuals in Brackenford are capable of defending themselves. All three of you are capable of defending yourselves. All three of you know what the outside is like. And all three of you see that the outside is coming in. As you move closer and closer towards the edge of Brackenford, you see a broken wall. Despite having the ward, nothing stopping people from having walls, palisades built. But this one is broken. And as you look upon the gap in the defenses, you see a horrible sight. 3 gore beasts seem to be approaching civilians. And a hulking gore beast seems to be breaking through the barrier itself. Yes, we're starting with combat. Isn't it the best way of starting this?
If it'll load.
Yeah.
Stuck at like 98%.
Oh, give it a moment. Good.
So you're telling me that this campaign setting that's all about bleak, death, and destruction and darkness is actually starting with combat? What?
I know.
It's crazy.
Wild, isn't it? But yes, so according to Daggerheart rules, there is no such thing as an initiative order. What happens is the DM presents the scenario and asks a question. For example, what do you do? And the players basically they take turns or they just go, and as long as you don't hog the spotlight, you're fine. And what you do might result in consequences. All right. Are we understood?
Yeah.
So, as is everyone loaded?
I'm loaded.
I'm loaded.
I'm loaded.
Okay, cool. Locked and loaded. All right.
We're in.
Hell yeah, brother. All right. As you look upon, you see two gore beasts currently in the process of mauling civilians. You see one civilian who seems to be injured, a woman who has tripped and hurt her ankle. And over here, you see another gore beast on the roof of a house already snarling and growling. And over here, you see a hulking gore beast. This is something you already know. Gore beasts are there's technically 4 grades for the Blightborn. These monstrous creatures that roam the Shroud. Gore beasts are the lowest level. They are unintelligent. They are just feral, instinctual creatures. Usually the weakest in terms of the pecking order for gore beasts, but there's also anomalies within them. And a hulking gore beast is bigger than the others, and one of them is right over there staring at all of you. What you see is 2 gore beasts attacking, another one howling and snarling at the roof, and this one is in the process of breaking down the barrier. So, what do you do? I pass the spotlight up onto you.
As I believe you described, initiative is very loose in the system. We just sort of go how it
Yep,
it feels like it goes.
Yeah.
I have another procedural question.
Yes.
How much can we move?
So as long as you move you can move within close range. So if you take your character, your token and move, you can see how much you're moving. If you move within close range, you can move freely.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you move further than close range, if you move into far, you're gonna have to roll an agility to see if you make it there.
Huh.
Okay, another question. So,
Yes.
so I guess it looks like melee is like 1, very close is like 3. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's really
Melee,
cool because it shows exactly what it is.
It's melee, very close, far, and very far.
Okay.
There's no numbers to the ranges. It's easier. It's easier that way. I actually like this system, so you don't have to think about it's 30 feet, it's 40 feet. No, it's just close or very close.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna rush in there.
Straight at the hulking.
Okay. So a not at the hulking. So another procedural question on one of my cards.
Yes.
My whirlwind ability. Does that have friendly fire on it?
I do not believe it has. When you make a successful attack,
it just specifies target.
I was going to ask the same friendly fire question because I can also attack multiple.
I don't think
beings,
friendly fire is on. I will look for it after stream, but I don't think and we're going to be playing as if friendly fire is not on unless the ability states otherwise.
Okay. All right. Then I'm just going to rush in here, close range. Start off trying to hit that guy who's in melee with me.
Okay.
With an attack.
So Alan has a spotlight currently, so Alan is doing something. Alan, you're attacking that gore beast. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your broadsword and you're going to roll.
So I just hit the roll button here.
Yes, it will roll 2d12. One is hope, one is fear.
Okay.
And depending on the result, we'll see what happens. Cool. So you rolled a 19 with hope. This means not only do you gain a hope with your attack, so you can mark off a hope that you gain, it also means that you succeed on what you're doing. So roll damage.
All right.
So that's 4 damage. All right. So this means this creature His damage threshold is above 4, so he's going to take 1 HP damage.
And then I'm going to activate this card in response to that.
All right.
Spend
You
a
can
hope to do that.
Spend a hope to do that. So when you do that, you basically start swirling, and you hit at every enemy within range.
Which is the other smaller one and the big one.
He is within very close, yes. So
Yeah.
what I imagine is happening is that Alan, let's just say Alan moves over here and starts spinning around while you rush. Is that it? So you just run in
Yeah.
and you spin around and your blade just starts hitting every single target. So every one of them takes 1 damage. Basically loses 1 HP because doesn't pass their, because you deal half of that 4 damage to the others.
Yeah.
But you're hitting all of them. Okay. And
Hey,
I will say,
get your eyes on me.
I will say because you rolled successfully with hope, I'm gonna say yeah, they all look at the one guy who's actually hurting them.
All right.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all I can really do in the turn. I ran in. I did my little AoE to try and get some aggro. I said a cool line.
Yeah.
I think that's a good turn.
All right. The other ones, do you do anything else?
Yeah. So I can move within close and take an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move to this creature. I'm gonna punch, like, kind of clench my fists and kind of punch them together. It's like, whoa, here we go, and run over to this first beast, and I'm going to attack him with my arcane gauntlets.
All right. Or are you just punching with magic?
I'm just going to punch him in the face, or whatever his equivalent
mask.
is.
They all wear white masks.
Oh, I'm going to break his mask off then. Hopefully. Right. Okay. How do I actually? I did this earlier, and it did the when I cast a spell earlier. But how do I?
In your character sheet, do you see arcane gauntlets to the left?
Yes,
If you
underneath
hover
my
over,
equipment.
you'll see a dice. There you go.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So I've not got anything. Can I use my experience to give me a +1?
You love barehanded fighting, so fuck
I
it, yeah.
love fighting.
Go for
okay.
it.
I'm just
so
making sure I've
happy.
not got anything.
No,
I'm not making sure I've not got anything clicked in. Oh yeah, I don't. Oh, do I use a hope to use that?
Yes, you gotta use a hope to activate an experience.
Okay.
So
Oosh.
you're just so fucking happy that you're able to punch something. It's so cool.
To fight. Yeah.
But there's a little bit of a problem. An 11 is a failure.
Ew.
So
Okay.
you have, at this moment, you have failed with hope. So what this means is you gain a hope,
Gain a hope. Okay.
but you fail at what you're doing. So as you're going to punch, the gore beast sees you out of the corner of its eye, and it swings around, and it's going to swipe at you with the claw.
Ah. Okay.
All right. So I'm actually gonna roll everything out in the open for this thing. So let's see. Ooh, your evasion is 11, so that is a hit.
Okay. So your attacks have to match the evasion.
Yes, it's basically
Okay.
AC.
Okay. Cool.
So you take 8 damage as it turns around and swipes with its claw at you. So you take 8 damage. 8 damage does pass your into major damage. Do you see the damage threshold? So it would pass into major damage. So this means you would take 2 damage.
Okay. So
unless
2
you use
on
an
the
armor
HP.
slot. Yeah, unless you use an armor slot to reduce it.
don't currently have. Do I need to manually type in my armor slots? Because I've
Oh.
currently got 0 HP and 0 armor slots.
Yeah, it's the opposite of D&D. You start at 0 and you start adding.
Oh, okay.
So you have 3 armor slots available. As you use them, you gotta add in.
I will use an armor slot because that was
Okay.
a pretty big hit.
Yeah, that was you try to punch a wolf-sized creature with big claws and nasty teeth, and it dodged and swiped at your gut.
I have a considerable gut as well.
You have a considerable
so-
gut, yes.
So I mark 1 armor slot off.
Yes, 1 armor slot, and you mark off. You just take 1 HP damage.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. All right. So that didn't work out as you intended, Tarn. You try to punch him, and he just dodges and swipes at you, and snarls. And unfortunately, his attention is actually shifting over from Alan towards you. Yeah, Alyssa, are you doing anything in the meantime?
Yeah. Okay. So Alyssa's. I'm gonna move. Oh, I'm trying to move. Here. So now I have. I think I'm not getting right up in front of my face. Okay, so I see all 3 are in very close range.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Are you going to start the campaign with
guys, I'm gonna get to do the thing.
You gotta do the thing. He's gonna do the thing.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Say the line, Obi. Say the line.
Hold on. I'm actually trying to figure out how to select it. Okay, yeah. I'm going to cast.
Rain of Blades.
Oh shoot. Yeah, Rain of Blades.
So you spend a hope and you make a spellcasting. I assume you spent a hope. Yeah? All right.
Yeah, it automatically does it.
So here's the thing. Good news and bad news. You have succeeded. But you have succeeded with fear.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
So this means I gain a fear. You can roll damage as you hit every single one of these gore beasts. Except the big one.
Okay.
But you hit all the smaller gore beasts. They all take 6 damage. So actually this 6 damage is above their damage threshold. So all of them take 2 damage.
Nice.
You hurt them a lot. As describe what happens as you use that ability.
So what Alyssa is doing is she's like running up to the person who's like the civilian that's like right above her, and then she kind of like puts her arm out. It's just like, get back, and she conjures essentially these within her hands, basically this spectral kind of blades that are kind of full of like this like dark sort of midnight-esque energies, like the darkness of the Shroudlands themselves. And then she basically just scatters them out to 3 different blades that are each like zoomed in, like lock and loaded, just like hitting each of the Gorbies like in their chests.
All right, awesome. I do have a little bit of a problem though. You did roll with fear. That allows me to do something.
Yep.
And what happens is your aim is slightly off, and as you do that, you shoot this rain of blades, this magical rain of blades. However, your aim is not the greatest in the group setting. So while you do damage all the creatures severely, your blades actually hit Tarn and Alan's legs. They don't take damage, but they are currently let's see vulnerable.
Uh-oh.
So both of them are wobbly and vulnerable to attacks.
Ooh.
And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spend a fear Yes, my friends, I am going to spend the fear. One fear. I'm going to spend a fear to give spotlight to the big hulking gore beast.
Sounds in danger.
Alan, as you take a blade to the leg and it makes you it doesn't really hurt you enough to make you bleed, but the impact made you drop to your knee. This hulking gore beast just rushes at you, and it's going to use, let's see, it's going to mark off a stress and make a bite attack as it opens its large maw, and it's going to try to attack you.
Ooh!
Oh, that's a
Okay.
natural 20. That's a crit.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been a fun system to
Yeah.
play.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's good.
It's
Good game, everyone.
Yeah, that's great.
I haven't even finished my character portrait, Massive.
Oh,
I'm dead.
hey, I'm only killing Sev,
Okay. I suppose that's fine.
so. Also, this is 32 points of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
So this
That's
is
a lot of
severe.
damage.
So Alan, you would take 3 points of damage. 3 HP.
I'm going to spend an armor slot to reduce the severity, so that would be down to 2.
You can actually
Right.
spend 2 armor slots.
And then I'm
because of
going
your
to
ability.
do an extra one, thanks to Iron Will, to make it down to 1.
All right. So
Hell yeah.
this is
Go
what
ahead
happens.
and drop that ability in chat, so
Mhm.
the other players can take a look at it.
And you can mark off just 1 HP, and you can mark off the 2 armor
Wow.
slots. So keep in mind,
Wow.
Alan is built for taking damage.
Yeah.
That's why I rushed out there.
Yeah. So here's what
Damn.
happens. You all see as this hulking gore beast, one of the biggest gore beasts you've ever seen, lunges at Alan, opens its large maw. You actually see it's not just ending in its mouth. It actually splits all the way down its neck to open its mouth even further, and closes down around Alan. However, Alan, with his large, huge tower shield, raises it up, blocks the attack, and the fangs do kind of pierce a little bit into where his armor is weakest. But you see this hulking gore beast being held back by this towering armor-using tank of a man. All right, what do you guys do? Remember, it doesn't have to be like in order of ever. Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
one thing, Alan, you are currently restrained and vulnerable. Just want to point that out, because you're gonna have to use a hope to remove a condition. So you're currently restrained, so you're in the creature's maws, and you're also vulnerable from being on your knees. So you're in a precarious situation, even though it can't really hurt you that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So just like questions about mechanics and stuff like that. So like we all took our turns. You spent a fear to shift the spotlight to the big hulking beast,
Yes.
and now the spotlight just goes back
To
to
whoever wants to
us,
take it.
essentially.
Yeah, whoever wants to take it.
Okay. So essentially, so does that mean for you to be like having the enemies taking actions, you essentially have to get a fear and then spend it to
Right.
grab
so
the spotlight?
there's three, I believe 3 ways that I can take actions, which is whenever I use a fear to give a spotlight to an enemy, to an adversary, whenever you roll and fail a roll, even if it's with hope, I can have the enemies do something. Or whenever you roll and you can succeed or not, but roll with fear, I can have them do anything.
Gotcha. Okay. And then as far as like our turns, like we essentially went like down the line, one like Sev and then Scott and then
Yeah, but
myself. Is that
it doesn't stay like that. It's whatever feels the best for the narrative.
So
well, I'm just saying, like, for instance, like, I'm not saying where I'm suggesting this, but like, could it be essentially like Sev continues to like take his turn over and over again until like it shifts to the bad guys?
Essentially,
like,
yeah.
that...
Essentially,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wrap my head around the mechanic.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, you kind of after a while, if you come from D&D, after a while, you start getting used to shifting the focus between the players without someone taking their turn multiple times and whatnot. It's
so collaborative at the end of the day.
Yeah. So, who wants to go? Who wants to take the spotlight?
I'll take the spotlight.
All right.
Okay, seeing that punching this creature hasn't worked, I'm just going to kind
It's
of
severely hurt, by the way.
Oh.
Both gore beasts are severely hurt.
Okay, well in that case, no, I am still going to do what I was going to do. I'm going to kind of Ton's going to kind of lower himself and put both hands on the floor, and I'm going to cast Vicious Entangle on this gore beast.
Ooh.
And I'm going to spend it with I'm going to cast it with a hope.
What the mushroom doing?
What the shroom doing?
What the
he
shroom
is
do?
doing this.
So spellcasting roll. All right. So this means you succeed with hope.
Okay, so because I've succeeded, so he
Gain
takes
hope.
1d8 plus.
First of all,
I gain hope.
You gain hope. Yeah.
So he takes 1d8 plus 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The nearest one does. So do I just roll a 1d8
Yes.
plus 1? Yeah, plus 1. So he takes this much damage. Oh, full damage. Let's go.
9. That actually passes his minor and severe. He takes 3 damage.
And on a success, I can spend a hope to temporarily restrain another adversary within very close range of my target.
You can because this one's dead, by the way.
Which one's dead?
The one you just hit. The
Okay.
one next to you.
Well, that's fine because I wanted to restrain the big one if possible.
Okay, so describe how that looks.
So basically, I put my hands into the floor, and for a second nothing happens, and then there's a rumbling as like just countless thorned vines just burst out of the floor and just basically engulf the beast and kind of constrict it and crush it, like break every bone in its body. And then as it drops to the floor, the vines kind of slither across the surface of the floor basically towards the larger one and start to wrap around that as well.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Or just
cool.
around its limbs.
So here's a fun thing. You just restrained the thing that is currently biting down on Alan and restraining him. But you did crush this guy.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone's restrained. All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you do that. Did you use the hope?
Yeah, I added the hope that I got, but then I spent the 1 to entangle the big guy.
All right.
Yeah.
So
We're learning.
Can I have that spotlight?
Go for it.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
Massive,
please.
apparently you sound really quiet, apparently, Massive, according to
I
chat.
sound really quiet. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sound fine for me.
It sounds okay. I can't really talk louder than this because I do have people above me. Hopefully it'll be okay like this. I'm gonna work on the mic afterwards and see what goes. But the players can hear me correct well, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're fine with us. Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just like normal on my end.
Ah, it's wonderful. All right. So Alan, you wanted the
Yeah, you know how I'm restrained and vulnerable?
yes.
No, I'm not.
you don't want to be it anymore. But it's
I hit the roll thing and it didn't pop up for this ability.
what
Oh,
ability?
that's right. It's not manually implemented. So I'll just push this to chat.
Okay, so keep it. Just mark it as 1.
Holy shit. Alan has decided he is no longer restrained or injured or hurt.
Yeah. So,
All right, I have put a 1 in the top box. Oh no, that disappeared. Oh, that's my stress. Never mind.
I'll do one. No, that's the stress. Yeah, Mark, get rid of the stress. Get rid of the stress.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, we're that easy.
1. Okay.
So, you activate your unstoppable. What does Alan being
Will
unstoppable
not
look like?
fall to you.
All right.
Yeah, and then
Do you unhinge his jaw so it's no longer biting into you?
yeah,
All
I
right.
twist my shield to pull his jaw open and break 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stand up.
You hear a crack.
All right.
Do you do anything else?
I can do something else.
The spotlight. You don't. It's not like you only have to do one
It's
action.
not like I have a set number of actions. I can just keep going
Yeah.
until you pop a fear. Well, okay, I'm gonna stab into him with my broadsword.
Okay, go for it. So this means you fail with hope. So you gain hope, and
All right.
as you go to stab it with your broadsword, I'm gonna say you don't notice this guy behind you. This guy immediately lunges at you using its howling strike.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That is a hit. So
Yeah.
basically, he hits you. The howling strike. Let me just read what it does again. Mark off a stress, so gains 1 stress. 3d4 plus 10 on direct damage. Oh, direct damage cannot be. By the way, if I ever say direct damage, this means you cannot reduce it with armor.
Ooh.
Right.
And make it vulnerable. Okay, you cannot be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna take damage. So you would have taken 20 damage, which would be a severe damage for you. You cannot reduce it with armor. However, Unstoppable automatically reduces the severity by 1.
Yeah.
So you only take 2 hit points.
Ugh.
Yeah, so you have another gore beast just clawing away at your back the whole time.
I did tell him to look at me.
They are looking at you. All right. I will say this isn't a creature doing it, but these civilians, since there are no creatures on them, they managed to move. This one does take a little bit longer because she's limping. Okay, so who else wants the spotlight?
All right,
None of you, because I'm using fear.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm using fear. This one leaps from the rooftop right at Elisa.
No.
Roar! You know what? It's using his howling strike as well. Elisa, that's a hit. As it lunges down on you, just see this large creature just falling towards you with its maw completely open, biting you. Another 20 damage. That would be severe damage for you, correct?
yeah.
Alright.
So
And it
I'm
makes
going to
you
use, I guess, so I'm going to use an armor slot.
To reduce it to 2 damage then.
Yes.
It would have been 3, but you only take 2. And I'm gonna say you're vulnerable because you fell down as sorry, it crashed into you. Both of you rolled on the floor. I'm gonna say just because it looks cool, both of you just rolled around and like shakes its head, snarling as you're also just kind of stunned for a moment, just looking around, kind of. Ooh, you're woozy. By the way, vulnerable. Just so you know, restraint means you cannot move. It's basically like grappled in D&D.
Yeah.
And vulnerable means creatures have, I believe, advantage on attacks against you.
Hmm.
Yes, all rolls targeting you have advantage.
What's recall cost on a spell?
That doesn't matter for you right
Okay.
now because that's only for higher levels. That
Okay.
it matters because you can only have a certain number of cards, but you can use your recall to switch cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Anyway,
fine.
Alyssa, I'm gonna shift the spotlight to you because you just took a hell of a tumble.
Okay. I don't know what I did. Okay, so question. So I have my equipment, my weapon.
Yes.
It's a far range weapon. Does that mean
No, it just means it has that range.
Okay.
You can use it at any point.
Point blank. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I think as this thing is basically jumping on top of her and like wrestling with her, then she's gonna try and and she's tumbling with it. She's basically trying to use her magic dual staff, and she's gonna essentially try and like slam it into her with its magic energy at point blank to try point range. So I click through the stuff. Okay, so then roll. I'm gonna roll fear again. I just know it.
You roll
Ooh, with
hope. So that is a hit, and that's damage. So you put the staff to its chest and just activate the magic as it fires into its chest. Roll damage.
Okay.
It takes 6 points of damage. That makes it severe. That means it takes 2 points of damage, which means since it only has 4 HP, it is quite dead.
So what Alyssa basically does as it jumps up onto her and like they're wrestling and rolling around, like she basically uses the staff to try and like give herself essentially a fulcrum to like lift and push it down, and so she's on top of the ground, and then she basically just like slams down the magic, unleashing its magic energy to basically just bury it into the ground.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. All right, who's taking the spotlight now?
I will take the spotlight, and I will kind of pick my hands back up off the floor.
Okay.
Since I've done that, and so Tarn's face kind of looks like a mask, kind of like a wooden mask around like fleshy plant material. I'm currently drawing it. I'll be able to give you a better picture once once I have a literal picture. But he does have two kind of glowing eyes set behind the mask, like glowing blue. They are going to start to flicker and start to glow like a violent purple as I aim at this guy. Can I ping? I don't know if I can ping.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I'm going to aim at that guy. And I'm going to cast Unleash Chaos. Now, where do I get my where's my spellcast trait? Because I have a number of tokens equal to that for the start of the session.
Your spellcasting trait is instinct.
Instinct. Oh, okay. So I get 2.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. In that case, right. I'm just going to spend 1 for now.
Okay.
I'm going to attack that one that's attacking Alan. Oh, hang on, it's grayed out. Why is it grayed out? Oh, because I've only picked. Wait.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to click roll, and roll is got the grayed out thing on it. It's got like the
Huh.
the no sign. Is it because? Hang on. Do I need to?
Make a spellcasting roll against a target within far range and spend any number of tokens.
Yeah. Do I need to have put the tokens on anywhere to be able to spend them?
Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. I gave you 2 tokens.
Okay.
Try clicking it again.
Yeah. There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Okay. So I'm going to blast him. Hopefully.
We're still trying to figure out how all of this works.
With
Ooh.
fear.
So you roll with fear. This means you succeed with fear, which means I gain a fear.
Okay.
You can roll the damage that you're trying to roll. Pretty good. That's 9 damage. That means this gore beast is currently dead as you hit it with your... This is just raw energy, right? Just raw magical energy. As you unleash your raw magical energy, just hit the creature at full strength. It actually kind of evaporizes, whatever. It turns to mist. However, you did fail at one thing. You did roll with fear, which means I get to do something with the big guy. And with the big guy, he's going to roll... He's going to use... I'm going to use 1 fear to remove the restrained condition on him.
No. Okay.
All right. And actually, and I'm going to have him swipe. Actually, is he going to target Alan? It's too stupid. It's just going to target Alan. He's the first thing that Alan's the first thing he sees.
Yeah, dumb enemies. Woo!
Yeah, listen, gore beasts.
He loves it. He loves
Gore
it.
beasts are just instinct-driven, feral, and very, very angry. Oh, I forgot about something. Oh, but you're already very close. That's cool. It's going to just swipe at you, Alan.
All right.
That is a 3. That is a fail. So it just swipes at you,
Missed.
and you raise your shield and block it.
You guys don't understand. My evasion's a 6.
Vision's so shit.
My evasion is very low.
So
Wait, how do you have a 6 of evasion of 6?
no, so here's
I'm
how it
wearing
works.
full plate armor and have
Yeah.
a tower shield.
So basically, in Daggerheart, the more armor you have, the less mobile you are. So your evasion drops, but you have more armor to negate damage. That's the trade-off.
And your class affects your starting evasion. I see.
Yes.
So you also start with a lower evasion. Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's very easy to hit, but then you just don't do damage sometimes.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to take that spotlight
Take that
to
spotlight,
another
Alan.
stab, or at least try to.
You still have the +1 for damage.
Yep.
You succeed with hope, so you gain hope,
All right.
and you're gonna roll damage with a +1. So put in the little window, put a +1, so it automatically rolls with it.
Oh, max damage.
9 damage. Look at you. All right, what's its threshold? Its threshold from minor to major is 9, so he takes 2 damage.
All right. And then
but
one more
it's-
thing.
But it's
Well-
looking okay still. Go
All right.
on.
Well, I'm going to do something else then real quick. I'm going to use some of this hope since I've got some of it stocked up.
Spend a hope to cling to. Ooh, okay. So you use 2 hope and fix 2 armor slots. That is
Yep.
awesome. So basically you have full armor again. That
It
is
rolled a disc healing.
it's fine. There's still some kinks here and there. It's fine. Okay, cool. You know what? I am going to use. You know what? No. Who is next on the spotlight?
I'll go with Alyssa. Have you got something you want to do?
Go for it, Tarn.
Go for it, Tarn.
Okay. Second verse same as the first, except much bigger. I'm going to do the same again, except on the big guy. Okay. Cast.
Using your other token?
Yeah. Using my other card.
You
slot.
succeed with hope, so tell me what it looks like and roll the damage.
Okay, so before when I hit the smaller masterpiece, there was kind of like 2 concentrated beams that like fired out of his eyes. As he turns to fire the large what are they called? Sorry, I keep missing the name.
Gore beasts.
The gore beast, yeah. As he aims at the giant gore beast, this is like a shotgun blast. This is just like an enormous beam that's hopefully going to do damage to match that, because otherwise,
I mean, it's still damage.
yeah, and does 4 damage.
So you're targeting. By the way, click on over the gore beast, this one, and click on T. You might
T.
untarget because you're current. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so you deal 4, so that you only deal 1 point of HP. But it's looking like it's getting pretty hurt. Like you're wearing it down. You're wearing it down. All right. Do you pass the spotlight to someone else?
Yeah.
I'll follow up.
Yeah. For now.
Go for it.
So Alyssa's also going to, especially seeing how well, Alan seems to be a good job of soaking up blows. Alyssa's going to stay back and she's going to fire off. Now that she's not being tackled, she's going to fire off a bolt from her staff of arcane energy at this guy. So I'm going to use my dual staff on the big lug.
Ooh, on my screen, you almost rolled with a fear.
Yeah, same. Okay.
You're
assuming that's gonna hit.
You gain hope. Keep in mind, you gain.
All
hope.
right, so I need to manually update my
Also,
hope.
Tarn, you also gain hope before. I don't know if you added it.
I did not know. I will do that now. That's
Keep in mind,
because now
if you roll with hope, you gain hope.
Okay, so I'm going to roll damage. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, that's nice.
And that I'm going to. I don't know what its severe threshold is, but okay. So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So for my manipulate magic foundation feature, I can mark a stress and it says double a damage die of your choice. Does that mean I rolled again, or it just doubles what I rolled?
No, you roll you roll. What's your roll here? It's a d6.
Yes.
So you roll 2d6. So basically, you're going to be rolling another one, and we add the 2 damages.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I just didn't know if the language where it said double damage die, if it meant. Okay.
When it says double the damage die, it means you roll 2 dice.
Okay, gotcha.
So roll another d6, and we'll see how much. If you're using that ability, roll another d6, and we'll see what's the final damage is.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, use that
depressing.
ability, please.
Sorry. Yeah.
Because I believe it does use up.
It uses 1 stress.
It uses
so...
1 stress. So It's a stressful thing to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Didn't
So
really do much, but
that's
it
10
could have been
damage.
cool.
No, actually, that's 10 damage. That means it turns into major damage. It takes 2 damage, 2 HP.
Oh, sweet.
It actually blasts off part of its body, and then you realize something. The insides, you've fought Gorbies before. The insides of these creatures are just a mass of shadows. They don't seem to have like internal organs that are stationary like other creatures. You're blowing off a chunk of it, and it's still moving. It's barely up, but it's still moving. All right, who's taking the spotlight next?
I will take the spotlight.
All right, go for it.
I am going to Tarn, seeing the creature kind of on its last legs, hopefully. I'm going to spend 3 hope to shift into my beast form using evolution, meaning I don't mark a stress.
Ooh.
So I've spent my 3 hopes. I am going to wild shape. Not wild shape. I'm going to beast form into
of course, it's not well shape. Don't be
a
silly.
pack. I'm going to change into a pack predator. I'm going to change into what looks like a hyena, but kind of
Okay.
made of wood and horrible mushroom growths.
Ooh.
Does that? Can I still move an attack, or is that my turn to transform?
Sure, you can still move an attack.
Cool. I'm going to move here and attack then. Because I used evolution, I get a +1 to a trait of my choice until I change back.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to put that onto strength, so I get
All
another
right.
point of strength.
So you have 2 strength for the moment.
Yeah. So I get a +2 to my strength for turning into a coyote, so that's +3 strength altogether. I assume? Is that right?
3. Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna bite him. I'm bite him real bad, actually.
Fucking bite him.
+3.
Do you just deal damage? Is that what you do?
I'm just going off because melee strength is what I would be rolling to do damage, right?
Yes.
Is that to hit or to do?
That you just roll damage. You need to roll to hit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's my 2d8s +2 is my melee strength. So is that rolling to hit? Is that right?
You just roll. You roll damage. To hit is 2d12.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah, you need to do a normal hope and fear attack roll.
Right. How do I do that with my?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Would I use my gloves?
Sure. Use your gloves.
Okay. And then situational bonus, do I put +3 because I've got my?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're learning. We're learning together. Boop. Boop. I think. Did that roll?
I don't think it rolled. There we go.
That roll.
That is a 22. So basically, that is a roll with hope. So you gain hope.
Yep.
And you bite into the creature. I'm going to say that 13 is the damage you dealt. So you lunge at the creature, mouth wide open, attack its neck, and rip its head off. As it takes the final HP, and it fucking dies.
Excellent.
Do you just stay in that form, or you turn back?
I'm just going to kind of walk over to Alan and just like wagging my tail and kind of sit expectantly by him.
All right. So the final gore beast of this wave seems to have fallen. You hear in this moment another crash, and you see the gigantic Night Titan, a creature made of shadows and blood, still crashing against the wall off in the other side of town. Crash, crash. The barrier flickers. You see on the other side of the barrier, on the other side of this wall, more gore beasts. You see 5, 7, 10 gore beasts rushing towards the barrier, snarling, ready to rip you apart. It's another wave. Another wave of death is coming. But then there's a glow. A blast of light hits everything in the area, harmless to you, but all the gore beasts that are reaching the area where the barrier would be are pushed back, knocked back. You see the Night Titan stumble back, stumbling, falling, and the barrier gains its full strength all again, flickering a little bit. But at least for now, it stopped the Gora Beast assault. You see the Night Titan off in the distance, standing up, this colossal being. Almost like it's losing interest now. And starts walking away. The night quiets again, and you can take a deep, deep breath. We were in the heat.
Just taking a deep, deep breath.
Yeah.
She just leans a bit on her stuff and just. She's actually going to go and she's going to check on any of the nearby villagers that they're trying to protect, and it's like the one that got like hobbling, and see if they're okay. And
Okay. We were in the heat of battle before, but now that things calm down, you're able to look at each other. Alyssa, can you just describe yourself a little bit? What does she look
yes.
like in this moment?
Yeah, so Alyssa is she's a rather young, probably in her late teens, like late teens, human female, that she's kind of dressed in some robes that kind of are over, that kind of look a bit like baggy and freeform moving over her, under kind of some of her padded armor underneath. She has she carries with her like a satchel and a kind of like an amulet that's also hanging right down and along her side. And right now she's kind of, when that beast kind of tore into her and slammed her against the ground, she's also like covered in dirt and some blood that got drawn from here and there. But otherwise she seems to have a rather upbeat mood for someone who just took a beating and just had to fight for their lives against a swarm of gore beasts.
All right, I'm gonna put us on this map just because it's easier this way. All right. Oh my God, Scott! I was gonna call you Verdite. Oh my God, Scott, that looks so good.
Verdite today.
That looks so good. I just saw it. I'm gonna make a token right after the stream.
Nice.
All right.
I have an idea.
Meanwhile, Alan, I assume you're coming down from your rush after what happens. What do they see as you're beginning to take a deep breath?
Alan is a human male in his mid-30s. He's wearing a very thick set of armor that seems like it has seen quite a lot of use, but is well maintained, coupled with a massive shield and a sword that he's sheathing now that the fighting is done.
Alright. And Tarn, are you turning back into your Tarnness?
Yeah, I guess.
It's completely up to you, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, no, actually, I'm going to stay as I am at the moment because I
Okay.
can speak in beast form, so...
So you look like a hyena, correct?
I currently look like, kind of like a model of a hyena made out of wood, but like held together with vines and mushrooms, like in sense. So it looks like a wooden statue of a hyena, but like with vines and stuff kind of threaded through, almost like stitching it together to keep it upright.
That is so cool. All right.
I just gotta say, as I'm here, my 2-year-old son walked up, and I had Discord open with Scott's picture of the mushroom like on full view, and he just looked at me and said, "Pretty."
See, you got your approval.
You have a toddler's approval of your dart.
Yeah. But
What more
and
could you ask
he
for?
still has the glowing blue eyes when he's in his beast form.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Alyssa, you're taking care of the woman. She's a normal civilian. She I think my ankle's broken.
Don't worry, we'll be able to get you bandaged up. Don't try to put any weight on it. Here, let me help you. And she kind of helps throw her. She's decently strong, but she kind of just like throws the woman's arm over her shoulders and just kind of helps support her.
I mean, you don't have to be super strong to help a woman walk. So yeah.
I just mean she can't like just pick her up and throw her over her shoulders or something.
So yeah, you do see Alyssa like helping the Alyssa, the one's been fighting alongside you, picking the woman up and well, not picking the woman up, helping the woman up, and guiding her through further into town. Do all of you start heading towards the center of town where you do see people gathering, or you stay off in the distance?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if there's any help that still needs to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. In general, you all see as you get to the center of town, you see lots of people, lots of injured people being taken care of by the medics and the singular cleric, singular priest in town that is using what is a fading art of holy magic, healing whoever they can. You see a bunch of people moving about, a bunch of town guards and militia giving orders like, "Oh, we gotta plug up that wall. We gotta shore up our defenses." Blah blah blah. You see a bunch of there's chaos. There's so much chaos, but I'm gonna say you all help out, either with the injured, rebuilding the wall. You spend.
I'm a strong guy. I can do some heavy lifting.
There we go. Yeah, of course. So Alan is doing heavy lifting, helping rebuild the palisade.
Moving debris, helping move in supplies. This sort of thing has probably happened on occasions. Even though there's panic about the attack, people know what they need to do.
Yep, exactly. This isn't the first time. It's the first time, actually, from what you all hear, this is the first time that the barrier has flickered the way it has. At least in this town, but this isn't the first time, because you're all travelers. You're all from outside of this town, so you've seen this kind of stuff happen. You all get the general idea that the whatever's keeping the barrier, whatever's powering the barrier and breaking for it, is probably weakening, and that's never a good sign. So, as you're moving about, you see the woman that you saved, Alyssa, that you helped, that you all saved, of course, she seems to be talking to an individual, an elven individual. It seems to be blonde hair, pointy ears, kind of small in size. It looks young, but then again, elves. It's hard to tell how old an elf is, because they can be 200 years old and look fairly young. But he looks fairly young on average. And after a while, he approaches all three of you, calls you specifically as the woman. She goes, "Yes, it's the three of them." The elf nods, and he goes, "You are the travelers, the wanderers that helped my friend here, correct?"
Just doing our part.
That's correct.
Yep.
I say this as a hyena
Oh, how long does it last?
until I turn it off.
You're a fucking hyena the whole time. That's
Karn
great.
is a good boy.
Karn is the
Yeah.
best boy.
That's the story. I'm just double checking that to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it stays on until I turn it off.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, you can drop out of this form at any time. Yeah, so until I turn it off.
Right, so you're a fucking hyena the whole time, and nobody questions it.
Yep.
You're a wood hyena. You're the coolest hyena.
I mean, is it any more strange than just this giant, like, wood, like, fungus, like, creature?
I mean, in this day and age, you know. You said the priest goes, "My name is Arianor. I am the priest of Brackenford. Could I have a word with you, in private, if you don't mind?" And he like points
Of course.
to an area where there's no people around.
Alan will shrug and go, "Sure."
Of course.
He takes you to that area and looks around. Right. I know you're wanderers. You're not from around here. I've heard about you. Your name is what was it? Gunther?
Alan Gunther.
Alan Gunther. Yes. You've worked as a mercenary and bodyguard, correct?
Yep.
And
It's a living.
Yeah, and Alyssa, I've seen you working as a courier.
That's right.
All right. Well, Tarn, I've heard about you, and I think it's very. You stand out. As he's looking at you, the wood hyena.
Just kind of tilt my head and just say, "Whatever do you mean?"
Right. So, you're not from Brackenford, but you're used to braving the Shroud. But that's why I have a very important request for you. If you would at least be willing to hear me out.
Of course.
You saw that the barrier flickered. It has happened before, but not when this many gore beasts and a Night Titan were around. I do believe that the relic that we've been using, it's running out of power. This is not something I want anyone else to learn, but I fear that in the next few days, the barrier might be gone.
But why?
Completely.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
And if the barrier is gone completely, I fear for the souls of, well, everyone here.
And what would we need to get the barrier back online? in a better position.
Essentially, we would need another relic to replace the one we have right now. I do know of one that has been lost near enough that you might be able to reach it in a few days, but unfortunately, it's in a very dangerous location.
Well, I mean, I'm not especially. I don't really have anything on at the moment. I wouldn't mind lending a hand or a paw, so to speak.
Ah, yes, because you're a hyena.
Yes, you see, because I'm yes.
That's wonderful. Haha, haha. Looks at the other ones.
I'm in.
Yeah, you can count on us, sir. And
Right.
Alyssa kind of gives like a salute, like a
Wonderful.
not like a soldier salute, just kind of like a, she's used to taking on odd jobs of going into the wilderness.
Yes, we have good soldiers here, but we need them here in case the barrier flickers again. And would rather people who know the shroud go than people who have spent most of their lives inside the barrier. The artifact that you will be looking for is called the Nail of Valera. The Nail of Valera, then pre-shroud artifact. I want. How about all of you roll me a knowledge to see if any of you know about the Nail of Valera specifically?
I might.
Okay,
Give
so how
me
does
that.
this work?
Oh, why didn't I roll with fear?
You
Why am I
rolled
afraid?
wonderful fear.
Why am I afeared?
So just roll, like, just click the knowledge and
Yeah,
then,
just
okay,
click the
I see.
knowledge, yeah.
So, do we get a hope if we roll with hope?
Yes, you get a hope if you roll with hope. I
Okay.
get a fear because Tard and Talamir rolled with fear. You all succeed, though. You all succeed. You all have heard about a Nail of Valera from stories here and there from different sources. Alyssa from your family, Tarn from talking to different individuals on your travels, Alan from a scholar that you once traveled with. Tarn, I will say this. As you remember, it brings you back to a bad experience because the person you heard this story from did something bad that stuck to your mind. What was it?
They were also seeking relics of similar power, and they burned down They managed to find some information on it, and on the location of a lot of different items like this, but burned down the library once they had taken it, and it spread to neighboring buildings in the village, and caused quite a lot of casualties.
All right.
And I was not able to help.
I will say this: you gain 1 stress just from recalling that awful memory.
Where do we mark stress on the thing?
It's,
I see it. I
it's
see it.
right
Yeah,
next to HP.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
All right. So the memory hits you in that moment, but you do remember when he was talking about relics. All of you remember the Nail of Valera is said to be a nail that was used on a holy woman long before the Shroud. When her city was being attacked, she stood against her oppressors and stood against their blasphemous beliefs. But unfortunately, they nailed her to a pyre and burned her alive. That nail remained as a symbol of strength and rebellion against evil, and gained its own holy power. The city itself, after many centuries, became known as Caer Alera. When this would be Alyssa and Tarn. Alan, you don't know this, but Alyssa and Tarn, when the shroud fell, the city known as Caer Alera was going to activate a barrier using the nail to protect itself. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to do that in time. As it was trying to activate the barrier, a Night Titan, like the one you've just fought, broke through and shattered the temple where the nail was located.
Like the one we fought, or the one that was coming when the barrier reactivated?
The big one, the colossal one.
The colossal one, yeah.
The one you
Okay,
fought,
so not the one we fought.
the one you fought
that
was just a gore beast.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
All right. The Night Titan disrupted the process, and then the city was overrun. Essentially, everyone died. But it is said that the nail is still there. By the way, just so you know, it goes Gore Beasts, Shadeborn, Night Titans, or Dreadlords. So a Shadeborn, a Gore Beast eventually evolves into a Shadeborn, which is a smarter type of Gore Beast and more powerful. And then they can evolve into Night Titans, which are the colossal ones. However, sometimes they can also evolve into other things called the Dreadlords, which you do not wanna deal with any of those.
Yes,
No.
the mega evolution.
The mega
Yeah.
evolution, yes.
The Gigantamax.
That's not where I took the inspiration from, but sure. But yes, so you all generally know the history of because although you travel a lot, you do a lot of work in this area, so you would know kind of the stories around here. It was the only relic that I know of that is within a few days' travel would be in Caer Alera, which means you would have to find the nail of Alera. I know it's a lot to ask, but you would be saving our settlement succeeded.
Well, that sounds like a worthwhile use of my time.
Like I
I'd
said,
be
you
happy
can
to
count on
help.
us. Happy to pitch in.
Yeah.
I would be happy to help.
That is wonderful news. We don't have much time. Would I be able to trouble you to ask you to go as soon as possible?
Well, there's no time like the present.
We'll take these, and you see him take 3 vials and gives you each a health potion.
Oh, wonderful.
We don't have much to spare, but this is important.
Thank you.
It would be useful.
Okay, so, are you adding those?
I'm adding them.
Okay.
Oh, don't you worry. Alright, so you all have a health potion. Don't move, Sev. How dare you? There you go.
I didn't mean to.
I know, I'm kidding. Alright,
I
so
didn't even think I clicked on it.
he gives you a general direction of how to go to Care Alera. But he says, "Oh well, you are the travelers, so you would know better than I how to get there. But be safe. Be attentive. Be careful, and do hurry." And he goes off and leaves you 3 alone to do whatever you wish.
Oh, okay.
Question, Massive. Would we have, like, I don't know, as far as like timeline and stuff like that, like, do we know each other, or is
No.
us fighting against the beast like the first time we really interacted?
You've potentially heard of each other, but this is the first time you've actually interacted.
Okay, Alyssa's gonna turn to the others and be like, "Hello, my name's Alyssa. It's so nice to meet you, formally, I guess. Great job out there. Whoa, you guys fight really well."
Nice to meet you. Aren't too bad yourself, although you should probably work on your aim.
Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of hard when there's lots of moving pieces and enemies about, but
Yeah. Alright, so we want to go now?
I figure we can. I mean, it's going to be it's pretty time sensitive, especially if the extra health potions might be able to help as we go. I think I'm fine to head on out if y'all are.
Player question real quick.
Yes.
About how far, time-wise, would it take for us to get from here to there and back?
To go to Carolera. To get from here to Carolera might take a couple of days. So
Okay.
one or 2 days, depending on how well you do.
All right.
And then how does like the resting and healing work in this? Is it because we'd be moving, we're just maintaining what our current like health and stress levels or everything like that, or because
Yes,
it's over time?
unless you take short or there is a short and long rest system here. You can take short rests, which allows you to do 2 things. It'll if you start taking short rests, it'll prompt what you want to do. You can use them to heal yourself, to fix armor, to do basic stuff, or you can just do a long rest, which allows you to fix more stuff. If you want, you can take a short rest now. Basically, sitting down and patching yourselves up, or fixing up dents in your armors, or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking... I pulled up the short rest and long rest rules. I'm thinking we could probably just do with a short rest, and as part of that also be getting our supplies, because if we're going to be out, that's going to be 1 to 2 days there, 1 to 2 days back. That's 2 to 4 days, plus time to search. We need like 4 or 5 days of food. And we probably just don't have that much food on hand unless we're about to leave.
I mean, I'm good. I'm good to leave immediately if we need to. You're looking a little bit beaten up there, Succumtho. Do you require a rest?
Zev?
Did you not hear me?
No. Nothing came
Oh,
through.
I was cut out the whole time? I wasn't muted.
No. Tarn asked you a question,
Yeah.
and you didn't respond.
I think Sev's advocating for a short rest now, and then we head out. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
A
fine
short
with that.
rest now, and also like take the time to get supplies for the trip
Yeah.
instead of heading out immediately.
Yeah.
So you basically you take a break for an hour. All right, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So you can click on your short rest buttons and then tell me what you wish to do, because you can do two things. You can tend to your wounds, clear stress, repair armor, or prepare. Just
Oh, you can do 2 moves
yeah,
during.
you can do 2 moves.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and then I just hit the takedown time and it'll process it.
Yes, it should.
Cool. I'm gonna clear my stress and tend to my wounds.
Mm-hmm. Do you see it, Sev?
Yeah,
Sev, sorry,
I've got it in.
RB, do you see it?
Yeah, okay, I see it. Okay, so is there? So sorry, what are 7 Scott doing?
I think they're tending to their wounds.
Tending to my wounds and my stress. So
So you go to chat and you click the
Right.
button where it says tend wounds afterwards, and then clear stress and whatnot, because you're going to be rolling.
wow.
This isn't like automatically heal everything. You roll and see the result.
Okay, I guess I will tend to my wounds and repair my armor.
Okay, go for it.
So with the 10 to wounds, just theoretically, say I was on like 5 out of 6 HP damaged. If I did 10 to wounds and then rolled a 4 like I just did, would I take myself down to 1 HP?
So it would clear up if you had 5 damage.
Yeah, so
and you rolled
just
a 4,
hypothetically.
it would
I mean,
roll down to 1.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
Basically,
There aren't any like thresholds for healing. It's just a straight dice roll.
Oh yeah, just straight dice
Yeah.
roll. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Question.
I'm not gonna. Well, I didn't even bother rolling for either of these because I
Any
automatically.
result? Yeah. Any
Yeah.
result? Yeah. That's fine. I will ask Gunther, Alan Gunther. You were preparing, correct?
Yeah, I did a heal and a repair.
What are you preparing? How are you preparing? What are you doing? Tell me
I'm
specifically.
going through my process of making sure that I got everything all ready and sorted for the trip.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Just making sure I've got everything in place, so I'm all nice and prepared for the road.
Okay. So
I'm on the road so much, so make sure I got everything packed, everything's ready, all secure.
You know what to do, so you gain a hope. Mark yourself a hope.
Nice.
Being prepared is the greatest way of being hopeful.
Being prepared is the best way to be prepared.
Yes.
It's true.
It's true. It's quite true. All right. So
That's why they named it after it.
anyway, after an hour of taking care of everything, preparing yourselves, healing yourselves, just patching yourselves up, you do have. Right now, you all have like Tarn. I would assume you transform back, because
Yes. Yeah.
to patch yourself up as a hyena, you need thumbs, though.
It's true.
Has to lick his wounds.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
If you
Good
want,
point.
you can still do that. But yeah. So I will say you have like bandages around you, because some of you took a little bit of a beating, I would say. But you fix your armor, you fix your bandages. You're a little bit stressed still, Alera, but just a tiny bit. You can handle more stress for now. And yes, you pick up your things and you head towards the main gate. Main gate is closed, but you're allowed through. And as you pass through the barrier, you all pick up your masks. Everyone has these masks that contain these magical sigils that basically filter the gas, because the gas outside, the air in the shroud, while it's not, incredibly poisonous and will kill you instantly, if you spend days upon days in this air, this tainted air, it might give you some health issues. So people have started using these masks that you all have. You all have these masks. People have started using these masks that basically prevent, in the long run, these health issues. you put on your masks, you pick up your gear, and you start marching into the shroud, searching for the nail of Valera. And we're going to end it right there because we're close to ending time, and I don't want to introduce anything else. And this is a good
And
spot
it's a
to
good
end it.
spot.
That's fair, yeah.
So, thoughts, real quick, thoughts on at least combat in Daggerheart.
It's cool, yeah, it's
It's
interesting.
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it took a little wrapping my head around about how it's not even from like not a standard initiative order, but not even like a you go bad guys go, you go bad guys go type deal. But it was definitely interesting, and it was I liked that there was I kind of like the whole you succeed but or you failed but type thing.
I love that. I love those kinds of systems. There's another system called Dungeon World, which it's basically that. So whenever you roll, there's basic thresholds. If you don't reach a certain threshold, you fail, and I get to do stuff to you, or you succeed, but I get to do stuff. It's pretty much the same thing, but you don't have the hope or fear. And I really love that kind of stuff because instead of like the enemy gets a turn, you get a turn. It's really you do stuff and succeed, but something happens, and it forces me to come up with stuff to happen, which I don't mind as a GM to do that. I think we still came from the D&D mentality that using our abilities and attacks is the main thing of doing stuff. But from what I understand in Daggerheart, you can do like stuff that isn't in your character sheet if you have other ideas, and it still succeeds. And stuff can happen. And I still I don't know, you probably noticed, I still have the mentality of the consequence of failing an attack roll is you getting attacked. I need to work on other stuff. But
I'm glad because in my mindset when we were fighting, it was just kind of like, we're trying to kill these things when we use my attacks. But like I was already thinking once we had people that like thanks to Sev like aggroing basically all of them, they basically left the townspeople alone. But that was going to be one of my things to do, is that if they started to try and
Whirlwind as my blade card.
I will say
like
this.
if they had started attacking like some of the townspeople, like I would have like tried to focus in on like helping get them away, and like even if it necessarily didn't mean like attacking or damaging.
That's awesome.
That was my priority, basically, was keeping the townspeople safe. And then once they were gone, I was kind of like, all right, anyways, I start blasting.
Yeah, I will say this. Fucking Alan is the tankiest tank that has tanked. Holy shit.
So tanky.
He took a crit, and it was like, no, I think I'm only going to take
No, I'm good.
a little bit of damage.
Since I
I'm getting a chance to use my other loadout card, and since we're party members, I can talk about it. But if you're in very close range with me, I can take a stress to tank for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Since I already knew, like, because of this one spell, Rain of Blades, that I wanted to take so bad, and that pretty much locked me down to 2 classes. So when I was approaching this, I basically only read the Rogue and the Sorcerer, and then everything else was like, I think I might have like looked at some of the others, like peruse, like the Wizard or something, just to see the difference. But so I like only came in with this very small knowledge. So then when Scott and Seb are coming in, they're busting these cool abilities. I'm like, you could do what? Like, oh my god, that's so cool! Like, it was kind of nice. It was kind of fun and nice going in blind,
by the time
partially
I was
blind.
taking a look at what classes I was going to look into, I think you guys have both already picked. I'm like, okay, we got a sorcerer and we got a druid, so I was already leaning towards looking at one of the tanky fighter classes. So I looked between fighter and guardian and went, yeah, guardians feel a little bit more what I want.
I mean,
and then I just sort of rolled into being so tanky.
Yeah, it's the fucking name. But you had, because the enemy only needs a 6 to hit him, but then he just doesn't do any damage to him. He's just, I got it. It's fine. But Anyway.
I've been playing Sword World on a Sundays,
Uh-huh.
and we had a similar thing where our tank like got hit, like clean hits from 2 enemies, and it did 0 damage both. He just stood and took it.
That's
It's
actually pretty
ridiculous.
badass.
It's really cool.
It's really fucking badass.
It's like they hit, they just did 0 damage because of all of his reductive things. It's like, yep. No,
That's
actually.
awesome.
You guys have a lot more damage potential than me, but I'm really good at stuff.
I mean,
And that
you're good at
unstoppable
getting.
that I can pop scales up in damage, but then once I hit a point, it drops, and it's only once per long rest.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's really good when as long as it's active. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I love the stuff. I love stuff like that. Just take the hits, and it's like, is that all? Yep, that's pretty much what's happening. That's pretty much what
You can
Alan
actually be a tank. You can actually be a tank in a TTRPG. That's crazy.
Right? That's crazy. All right, so guys, we're gonna be rating someone also playing Daggerheart, Ready Player Role. I don't know these people, and they're not VTubers because there's no other VTubers playing Daggerheart. But
Nice.
but they are playing Daggerheart, and I think that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. And since we just finished, I think they're on session 11, so maybe stick around. This is my players. Stick around and learn.
You
how
might
to-
learn something.
Yeah, you might learn something. And but yeah,
Golly, I
we're-
hope so.
yeah, we'll see about next session. I think we're off next week, so we're gonna be playing the other week. I don't know how long this campaign is gonna go for. It's probably 2 or 3 sessions.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Thank you so much for playing with me. You're all
Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, and
Thanks for having
see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.